Okay, I have to talk about this book. So this is the book I was not expecting, but needed sort of book. This is Lolly Willows by Sylvia Townsend Warner, and it is like revered as like proto-feminism. And the small synopsis is this 47-year-old Lolly Willows like moves from London after she realizes how controlling her family is, and it takes place in like the 20s, so she's like considered a spinster, moves out to the country and makes a pact with the devil and becomes a witch. Now, when I read the synopsis on the back, I was like, totally, I love stuff like that. And I think maybe I'm brain rotted, and just a lot of like modern media talks about like Satanism and witches very in your face and raunchy. And I don't mean that like sexually, but just like the like burning and all this symbolism and all this stuff is just so in your face. And this book is completely about subtlety, to the point where it's actually kind of boring in the beginning. I'm not going to lie, and I think it's really odd to say, like, this really good book is actually kind of boring. Again, this is probably because, like, I am on social media all the time, and, if there's not someone cutting sand in the corner, I'm like, bored, loser. But no, the beginning really like sets up for the ending, and you just need to like read between the lines, and finally when you actually get dialogue from the main character, it just like makes such a big impact. And literally the last like 5 pages is where the action happens, but you need all of that stuff in the beginning to have that big impact. And this is like a devil in the details type of story. I actually felt kind of similar to when I read Circe, where everyone was like, oh my God, Circe is an amazing story. The one by Madeline Miller, I should say, not just like the general Circe story. And this one too is like revered. And so you kind of read through it and you're like, what is everyone talking about? What is going on? And then you like sit with it for a moment and you kind of realize that, oh yeah, stories don't have to be like bam, bam, bam. Oh my God, all this stuff is happening to be really good. And sometimes it is those small things or a little twist on the like archetype that we're normally used to that just like hits way closer to home. So yeah, I recommend this book.